Hey folks, I didn't get a video of the build up for kiddo reasons, but this is the greenhouse. We got it staked, put rocks along the side. I'm going to be adding more because the winds out here get really bad, but we have a ton of them over there to use over here. But so what's going to happen in here, I'm going to take the shade cloth and PVC off of that. That PVC is going to be repurposed for the Dutch bucket system that's going to go on this side, and then on this side is going to be my little dirt prep area, and I may put a small shelf in there for microgreens growing out in the greenhouse. But it's almost time to get the seeds I started for this year put out here in the greenhouse so they can start hardening off. Have a good one. All right, this is Greenhouse 2.0. We took all the, my brother-in-law calls it Chinesium. I don't know. It's crap thin metal. I knew it was going to be a problem whenever I built this stupid thing, but still got the tarp portion of it. You can see where before it just pulled away in here. I'll show you. Just ripped the Velcro off. Hopefully that doesn't happen with the rest of this. I'm going to get some rope and probably run it across the top to hold it down, and just get some staples, some hammer and staples to staple it down to strengthen it. But yeah, this is about I'd say this is probably about 8 foot tall now. It was 6.5 foot. It's going to work out. It's going to be nice and breezy during the summer in here. Excuse me. Got some pests in here, little aphids. I don't know if they're going to get into focus, but go ahead and just feed those off to my fish. But I've got an in on both sides. Here's the old shade cloth that I had put up. And yeah, this is hopefully it's going to be a bit more stable. Now, it's 10 foot by 20 foot. About 7.5 foot tall, maybe, something like that. Before it was only 6.5. I like the extra headroom. It'll give me a good little area to put all of my stuff in. But I got to clean up all those tools and go on in. And hopefully this will survive our wind. If not, I'll break out the 550 cord. You have a good one. Hey folks, Aaron from A.T.E Outdoors here. I'm going to run you through my greenhouse. It didn't last very long. I actually bought some more materials to strengthen it up. But let's go take a look at this real quick. Original build that came with the kit. Kobe, get down. After that, I went and bought the PVC pipe and the 2x4s on the bottom. These 2x4s are from the tear down in my house that I did. And Kobe just stepped on something. Yeah, make sure there aren't any cactuses or something, anything growing in this sand. But this is where I'm gonna try to harden off some of my seedlings before putting them out in the yard. But as you can tell, this stuff didn't really work out. Like, that's just tore through here. It's not working out. So I bought some more. You can see them leaning up over there. I bought some more 2x4s. I'm going to build a second layer around here, all the way around, at least where I can, and to add a little bit more strength for these, so they're not blowing back and forth in the wind and tearing stuff down. I also bought a roll of yard stripping, a plastic version of this junk. This is all metal, that I will be running along the 2x4s on the outside of my tarp, so it adds some stability, something for the tarp to hold on to, because right now all of these bits and pieces right here, like you can tell, it's ripping and tearing. So I'm gonna have to buy some tape, some kind of tape, adhesive, something, and patch up all of the holes around here. Looks like my dog's actually got a hold of that and started chewing on it. That's what happens whenever this is laying down in the yard for 2 weeks. And you can see there's pee stains all over. I gotta wash that off too. But that also happens when the dogs. The life of having animals, I guess. But you can see my chart is starting to bolt. I want to harvest as much of that as I can. I will be collecting seeds off of that, and probably giving a lot away this year. But yeah, so I'm going to get started on all that. Looking at the greenhouse, yeah. So when we come back, you'll see some of the install and then the final product. Alright, a little update. So I built my little 2-foot tall wall, and you get some more screws to help sturdy it up a little bit better. But you can see here, I've got those connected. I didn't get enough to finish it all out, so I'm doing the side that gets the most wind over here with all of these, and then the other side I'm just going to finish out with this banding that wasn't really working very well on the bottom. But as long as I've got some better stability on here to keep these from rocking back and forth in the wind drastically, it should hold out for now. And I'll grab those as I need to replace the bands. Also, I didn't pay attention when I went and bought the wood, so they were not 10-footers like I thought they were. But what I ended up doing, the cutoffs from making these, I was able to make a little extra area, and I had some extra wood laying around to make 2 extra legs. So there we go. Both sides have this, and it's a good little stronger joint area. But I need to go back through and add 2 more screws to each post along the bottom, just to add a little bit extra strength there. But it's already not, here, let's go out here, I'll show you. The wind's been caking up, and it's already not shaking the entire building like it was before. So what I'm going to do on the outside, after I get all of that finished, is I'm going to take 20 foot of this for each side, and I'm going to cut it down the middle, and then just kind of tack it along the boards so it'll hold the tarp in place a little bit better, and add some more structural integrity. But yeah, I mean this thing, I'm going to be replacing this probably before winter anyway, and at that point I may go up higher with the walls, I'm not sure, and build actual little windows that I can go and prop open, and then just fix this up back here a little bit more because it's in desperate need of it. But I'm hoping that having this down, covering up my tank a little bit more, will help the evaporation in it. I am planning on taking some of the old pond tarp in here. I'll be filling this in. I think I mentioned that in an earlier video, but if not, I'll be filling this in with soil, pulling those rocks down over closer to the walkway to make a little seating area with, and removing the oleander. But this will be another little grassy patch in the yard, or clover, or maybe even continue what I'm wanting to do down the wall over here, which is plant figs every 6 to 8 feet, and just have fig trees growing along the wall with other stuff amongst it, like herbs and stuff like that. But I mean, this is the backyard where the dogs are, so probably not going to be eating much of the veggies that will be the vegetables and green leafy stuff that will be growing closer to the ground. But don't know if I showed y'all my hazelnuts. They're leafing out. This is the Casina filbert, and then my other little hazelnut up there is, can't remember the name of it, and the tag got ripped off by the wind or the dogs. So we'll see. I got a lot of cleaning up to do back here after I get my projects done with the greenhouse. I've got to rent a chipper mulcher to mulch all this, and just turn it into yard filler. But I am taking a break while my battery charges. I'll let it die. But I'm gonna go charge that battery, sit down for a little while, cool off, finish drinking my water. Hey folks, so I meant to come out here yesterday after church to show y'all, but so I cut it down and I attached it across there, the little garden thing. I need to cut these hanging portions off. You can see Kobe's already started chewing it, but I was going to do it down on the bottom as well. I think what I'll do is just stack rocks up against it, so it if I need to, I can just roll up the sides and add more ventilation inside this summer when it gets super hot in here. But as you can tell, I built those across, attached these with those little brackets, and it has made it. This is day 3, so I'm happy so far. It's a little saggy. I'm not bothered by it. My willow tree out there is trying to to come on through. I need to put more water in there. Sage is starting to come up. Hopefully I can get something in here to help take care of the aphids and stuff, because that's not enjoyable. But already, I mean, I guess keeping it more humid in here a little bit has made it to where the salt isn't covering too much of the top anymore. Pretty soon what I'm going to do is get down here, and I think I might hook a hose up to that underneath there and run it out the side and just go empty the bed as far as I can into the yard, and hopefully manage it from there. But look at these aphids all over my tatsoi leaves. Not fun. Looks like we got ants coming in here to, yeah, they're I believe they're the Forelius ants, and I believe they are visiting aphids to drink the honeydew. But yes, aphids and whiteflies and stuff like that, you can see they're just destroying my plants in here. I'm thinking I'm gonna transplant these into the yard. And out of here, and then look up more things to do with them. We've got some seedlings popping up from last year's marigold. I planted some more over on that side. They're not coming up yet. I just recently planted them. Just threw a bunch of seeds in a trench along the side. I'm hoping to get more and more marigolds in here. This is going to be like a marigold bed probably this year. I'll spread the marigolds all around it in hopes to help control the abundance of aphids. The tatsoi seed pods are coming along nicely. Look at the size of those, and even bigger up in there. I'll be collecting seeds off of this as soon as they start to drop, and getting them ready to plant this fall. My chard is starting to actually flower out now as well. It's bolting, so we'll end up getting seeds from the chard this year as well. I want to come in here and actually harvest some of these softer leaves. They look like they would taste fantastic. But yeah, this is, they're not a full year, but some more of my kale. It's got aphids on it. The caterpillars are starting. I didn't get out here before the butterflies started coming in and laying their eggs, so I gotta keep an eye out for those. One of the chives that I planted last year, and I thought they had all died. There's this one, and then there's one out in the front bed that surprised me as well. But there's my overwintered stevia. But yeah, still trying to figure out where these ants are coming in at. But that's my little update. Oh, I don't know if you can see them around in there. There's some little gray bugs crawling around on here. Those are springtails, and they're good. They help keep fungal issues down. They eat the fungus and stuff that might be causing problems. So good. And really, this is just a maintenance problem. So I should have come in here and cleared out all of this this winter as everything was starting to die back. I should have come in and cleaned out all of the the dead and dying leaves, dying plants. So this is all on me, these guys dying back, and being a home for the white flies and aphids. I just didn't come out here and mess with them enough. But that's my building for now. This table is going to be moved closer up to the door here, and over on this side I'm going to be putting my Dutch buckets, which will be feeding water back into that as the drip finishes. So I'll have probably the drip hose pumping up all the way to this end, and then working its way back that way. So the last bucket on that end will be the final bucket in the loop, and then they'll have a PVC shooting across the side back into the bucket right there. But that's my system for right now. It's not much to look at. I don't have very many plants in there. Hopefully soon I'll start getting more, and we'll start seeing a good transformation in this in the building here for the aquaponics, and I'm hoping that I can start making improvements as time goes by, and we can start seeing a lot of new growth and a lot of healthy plants, and hopefully I can get my aphids under control. This is another kale that I put in here. I didn't realize that it was growing right here. This winter I just spread kale seeds all throughout my system, and not very many survived. Kale and chard, or kale and collards, and some spinach. This is supposed to be summer long-standing spinach. It did not grow as well as I thought it was going to be growing, but I believe that's because of the salt in the system. I'll be doing a good system flush here in the future. I may or may not film that. If you want it filmed, let me know. Bye.